Hey, welcome to Pixel. Today we are going to be covering the basics of Google Sheets. If you are new to Google Sheets, this is a web-based alternative to Microsoft Excel or Apple Sheets. You can create your Sheets document on Google Sheets and then export to your desktop regardless of whether you are on a Mac or on a PC. All of your formatting tools are going to be located at the top above the spreadsheet. Let's add some data to our file. And let's say we are working with user data. So we're going to add first name, last name, and email address for now. Now that we have our data set up, it's important to note that your rows are going to be on your left-hand side marked by numbers, and your columns are going to be marked by letters on the top of your spreadsheet. Your first row is going to be the title of your fields, and every subsequent row after that will hold all the detailed information on your records. You can add more user information as needed. From here, we can do some things to manipulate the way the data looks. For example, we can make sure our header fields are bold to differentiate them from the information they are holding. You can select one, or you can select multiple cells of data by clicking, holding, and dragging towards the direction that you want to select. Once you have your information selected, you can go here to bold. And now our first name, our last name, and our email address is bolded to differentiate it from the rest of the data. We can also filter the data, and this can be helpful when you have a lot of information on your spreadsheet because it allows you to search individual field information inside your data and find exactly what you need. Now, let's take one step back. Let's say you had an additional record at the bottom of the file, but you skipped one row. Let's filter this data and see what happens. As you can see, the filter will apply to whatever subset of data you have selected. For example, because my active cell was A10, the filtered area is now the additional record that I created. Let's go back. Now let's select first name, and let's filter again. Now, Google Sheets is identifying this block of data as the data that is being filtered. Notice that your last record is not included in this. This is because you have a blank row in between, and therefore a break in data, which means the last record is not being identified as one to be included in the filter. If you had additional data in two of these three fields, this last record would be included, but because this whole row is empty, it is seen as a break in data and the information is not included. Let's unfilter this. Let's delete this row. Select first name, A1, and refilter. Now we have all of our information filtered. Now that we've covered that and avoided some pitfalls, let's search for John in the first name column using filtered data. This will bring up all the records with the first name of John. Let's go to the drop-down and first clear all your data. Now search for John. Select John and click OK. Now we have John Doe and John Second, the only two records that pop up. Notice that your row information skips the rows of the other information. It's not gone, it's just hidden. This is also useful if you had additional information on your data. For example, if you are keeping track of who works for what company, you can add a field and keep that data and then easily search for it using the filter. Leave your questions in the comments below and let us know what other topics you think we should cover. Thanks.